What's up, everybody in the Sacramento area? I'm Jasen and this is another Sacramento Acoustic podcast. Tonight we got Mr. Vic Salazar and his buddy Ken from the Left Hands. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, good. You guys feeling all right?
Absolutely, Mr. Coaster.
It's Coster. Yeah, so we're here. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some conversation. Talk about Vic's musical upbringings and a lot of stuff you've been doing in your music career. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Tell us a little about your music history.
Let's see. I grew up listening to a lot of doo-wop and hip-hop. It's weird, I know. And
combination there.
The first band I was ever in was called Social Violence, and it was a punk band. And the reason why we started it was because there was this place called Java Centrale, and if you went there and you played during like one of the open mic nights, you got free coffee.
Nice.
And so me and a couple of friends, we started a band and we learned like 4 songs, like 3-chord songs, and just played just to get free coffee. And then I realized I love playing music, and so I've been trying to do bands ever since then. And I was never a front man until this band. Well, I was in one other band for a brief time. I always kind of stayed in the back, but when I was starting the Left Hand, I couldn't find anyone that could sing the way I wanted them to. So I just figured, fuck it, like I'll do it.
Take over
and
make it happen.
Got Ken. I got a great group of guys playing with us, and it's fun. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys, I've seen you guys playing. The Left Hand is awesome. You guys have, what was the band that you were in previously? Was that River City?
Right? Yeah.
Those guys were cool too.
Yeah, it was fun. You played in bands a lot. There's a lot of substance abuse, and it's hard to find like solid individuals that will stick around.
Yeah.
And that band broke up because everyone became fucking junkies, except for me.
Yeah.
And so, just kind of, I don't want that shit around me.
So you had to move on,
yeah.
Find a bunch of guys who weren't junkies.
Yeah, and actually wanted to play music and were serious about doing shit and not just, playing in the garage.
Absolutely, I totally understand that. So, you're originally from the East Coast, right?
I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Nice. Tell us about the converting, coming from there to here. How was that?
Well, the first time I came here, I was 16 years old, and I spent 3 months at Folsom High School, and that was complete fucking culture shock. There was not one black person at the whole school, and the school that I was going to previously in Newark was like 90%, black. Yeah. And so that was just like, what the fuck's going on? And people were riding horses and shit, and it just completely mind-fucked me. And everyone made fun of the way that I spoke, and so there's a lot of fights, and a lot of bullshit. And after I realized, like, wow, these motherfuckers are just like, really sheltered and weird and have no culture at all.
Yeah. Then
I was able to, move through the channels I wanted to. And and I've been living in California permanently now for 6 years, and I don't know, I love it. It's I lived in Philadelphia, I lived in Roxborough, I lived in Atlantic City, I lived in Newark, obviously, and I lived in Southern California, Oceanside. Yeah. And Sacramento is the coolest place I've been, and I always hear people that have never been anywhere from Sacramento talking about how shitty it is here. And I'm like, go somewhere else. Go fucking live in a different city.
Seriously, go move.
You're in a different state.
Yeah.
I go somewhere else.
I lived on the East Coast. I know.
It's not.
I've been everywhere.
It's not as cool as a lot of people think. They have this, fucking idealized vision of the way things are. And it's not like that. Life's hard.
Right. What was where did you grow up the longest back east?
Newark.
In Newark.
Yeah.
How was your childhood out there?
It was cool. I don't know if you're familiar with like where Newark is, but it's right next to Fort Lee, which is right across the bridge from Manhattan. Right. And so, when we were teenagers, we would just go across the bridge to Manhattan and fuck around in like the Lower East Side or Chelsea or like West Chelsea or something.
Nice.
And then I moved to Atlantic City, and the Atlantic City Convention Center has a train station, and you could take a train to 30th Street Station in Philadelphia, and you save your ticket. When you get back to Atlantic City, you get your refund from any casino.
Yeah.
And so we got to travel a lot for free.
Nice.
And I don't know, it was cool. I remember the first time I went to San Diego, you know, all you hear about is how California beaches are beautiful, and they are. But the water's fucking cold. No one ever warned me. And so I'm in Oceanside and I run and jump into the water and I fucking freeze. Because on the East Coast and South Jersey Shore, the water's warm. We have the Gulf Current coming up, and it's like little shit that, you know, I had to figure out on my own.
Nice. How about you, Ken? Where'd you grow up?
I'm mainly, I don't know, I came from San Jose, born in San Jose, and then came up in here when I was, you know, at the end of elementary school, pretty much. And then I lived in Roseville, and now I live in Lincoln. Right. So I pretty much grew up in Roseville.
In that area?
Most of my life.
How long have you been playing music?
Probably like close to 15 years, I guess.
15? Nice.
I've been in and out of a lot of different types of bands.
What's
Mostly just kind of like grunge, you know, back in the grunge rock area. I'll go into the grunge rock and stuff like that. So the punk rock and the grunge is kind of what I grew up on, you know, as far as all that stuff goes. And I know I've listened to a lot of different types of music too. I mean, there's different types of metal bands that I like and indie rock bands that I like.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I get influenced by anything that sounds good to me.
Nice. Yeah, I also, you know, I'm one of those guys, you know, I listen to everything. I've gone through, you know, hip hop, punk rock, metal, you know. I've listened to country music, you know, I don't discriminate on most music, you know. But if I hear something that sounds good to me, I dig it.
What's one of your favorite newer bands that are coming out?
Newer?
Like, for example, for me, I didn't listen to, you know, the radio for a long time just because all the music sounded so fucking lame and generic.
Yeah.
And I started listening to the 94.7, and I heard that band of Monsters and Men and Mumford and Sons and like that kind of folksy shit that's getting big now.
They're a really good band. I really do.
I'm really starting to like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mine would be, it's not really radio heard, but this band called The Devil Wears Prada is something that I'm really into. They're very, I really dig their style of music writing. Yeah. Like as far as guitar writing, because I'm a guitarist, so I really enjoy the way that they put the riffs together, a little chaotic in a way, and just real heavy to me. I really enjoy that.
Yeah. I've heard some songs from them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really good. I really do dig them.
That's cool.
So what do you guys got prepared to play for us?
Well, we have a few songs prepared. First one we're going to do is called Broken Bottle Ring, and we actually don't play it as part of our live set because it's kind of slower. And it's about, you know, being lonely, and, you know, it's kind of like a love song.
Absolutely.
So,
it's the easiest song in the world.
And it's 4 chords because we're lazy.
Alright, well, here we go.
I'm trying to follow you, dude.
Alright.
I haven't played this song in a really long time.
So we fuck up, I blame Ken completely.
It's cool, we can start over and edit it out.
All you drifters, check your souls tonight. There's something for you going on and it don't seem right. It's just another lonely big city night. With this broken bottle ring I'm wearing tonight. When the man on the moon touches down with his light tonight. And the devil told me it would be alright. He said, shh, whoa, whoa, oh, don't think twice. You can have my bed and I'll get it right. It's so unsettling, yet it feels so right. Pass me the whiskey, take my hand tonight. We'll fall down together and not put up a fight. settling, but it feels so right.
Alright.
Thank you.
Great. Nice. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
So tell us, I wanted to ask you guys, what, about this horror punk. Give us a little about.
Well,
tell us about that. I don't even know how to ask for it.
We would be complete fucking liars if we said we weren't influenced by the Misfits.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, we are. And I personally grew up like loving almost everything Danzig did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, Sam Hain, Misfits, or Solomon, if you want to be a fucking dick about it. And Danzig, and I've always been a huge fan of, like, I used to, when I was a kid, I would read the EC horror comics, like Vault of Horror, Tales from the Crypt, and I just kind of always had that vibe. And there was bands like The Damned, or like Blitzkid, or The Necros, you know, like a bunch of bands that I just grew up listening to that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And there's not really many horror punk bands that I like that are coming out nowadays. A lot of them are so fucking cheesy, and they sound like just rockabilly ripoffs, and it's just kind of, you know, there's no like grit to it anymore. And so I wanted to start a band that actually brought back the type of music I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
You know, it's like almost all the rockabilly bands that I hear now, or horror bands that I hear now, are just fucking rockabilly bands. Like, if you don't have an upright bass, then, you know, and it's like, I mean, that's cool, and there's a place for that shit, but that's not what I like personally.
Yeah.
And Ken and Trevor and Jeff and Steele all kind of see that same vision, you know, and so
yeah,
we this is how we write our songs. Like, one of us will come up with the riff, and I'll have some words or something, then we all finish it together. You know, it's not like just one thing, and when we know we like what we got, we all know it, and we're just like, oh, that's it. That's the fucking song that we're gonna do.
Yeah,
It's
a group effort.
yeah.
What I like about our stuff too is the fact that, like, all of our riffs and stuff are like the simplest riffs in the world to play. I mean, like 3 to 4 chords that we're basically doing there, and but like it seems like they're all kind of hooked. You know what I mean? Like everything. I don't know. To me, that's how it is.
Well,
you know what I mean?
we're heavy on melodies, you know.
Yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's the simplest of thing, like it just sounds really good to me. Like it's all hooked, like every single riff.
When
it's all about how you play it, how you're gonna perform it.
Well, I play music for myself. I'm very selfish, and when I hear a song, like one of the songs that we play, I imagine myself, you know, in a fucking B movie, you know, with Elvira or something, or like vampires, or just werewolves, and not the sparkly fucking Twilight vampires, but like, you know, like F.
Like
Murray, you know, like Nosferatu, you know, like motherfuckers that would eat you, they wouldn't seduce you. It's like, I'm killing you because I can, you know, and it's really disappointing to see the way that a lot of movies are coming out now, where they do like iconic monsters, like the werewolf, for example. They're trying to make them, you know, fucking lovable characters. But what I always found intriguing about the werewolf, for example, is that he was unbridled rage. You know, he turned into a fucking beast and he would rip you apart. You know, it wasn't like, oh, like I'm a tragic fucking human being and like my life sucks and like this is a curse. It was like, fuck no, like I'm coming in, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
And that's what I always enjoyed. And so I always try to put that into the songs we write, like the aggressive factor, you know?
Yeah, bringing it back.
Yeah.
Fucking taking it back. Fuck glittery pussies.
Yeah. Like sparkly vampires, what the fuck, you made of coconut water or something?
That's awesome. I love that. I love your outlook on that.
Yeah, it's like, well, it just, in general, like, people become so pussified with everything they do, you know, and it's, life's not a love story. Life's fucking dirty and gritty, and shit happens. People fucking die and get hurt.
Exactly.
You know, you don't need to sugarcoat it. If you want to fucking feel good, you know, go watch The Reading Rainbow or something.
Exactly, yes. Totally agree. So, I'm going to go ahead and move on. I want to know some of your favorite Sacramento bands. So let's get into some local shit here.
We just played with a band called The Number 13, and they're actually like another horror band, and they're cool, and they do, they have an organ, and they play a lot of like melodic shit that's really good. And actually Justin, the lead singer, writes way better lyrics than I do. But no, they're good, and there's a whole list of bands that we love, but the main ones that we play with a lot would have to be like the Secretions, ADD, like a single second. I love The Walking Dead, but we only played with you guys like 1 time or 2 times or something. And I don't know, there's so much music in Sacramento, and there's so many different types of bands that it's really hard to pick any, you know, to really just like focus on. We played a couple weeks ago, and there was a band called Bad Ending that I'd never heard of, and you know, I was just kind of like, who the fuck are these guys? And they actually had some catchy songs in the community. I don't know if you ever saw them. They're like political punk rock, not like Dead Kennedy style, but they have like valid messages in their music they're playing and shit. And there's so many bands. I've only been to a few shows where I've seen bands in Sacramento that I didn't like, and I can't even remember those. You know, almost every time I go to a show in Sacramento, there's at least 1 or 2 songs from every band I've ever seen that, you know, is fucking good, and that I would buy like a CD for or something. I don't know, Ken. What about you? I'm talking too much.
Yeah, what are some your local faves?
He mentioned a lot of the bands that I also like.
Yeah.
You know, we play with.
Oh, and City of Vain. Those guys are fucking amazing.
Yes.
They're bringing back like the old street punk kind of style.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, they're fucking doing it.
Yeah, they are awesome. Definitely. We're hoping to get a couple of those guys in here as well.
Yeah.
Soon.
No, really good dudes too. Like really fucking cool guys.
I actually really like some of the same guys that are in the number 13, the singer. He also sings for a band with Strange Party.
Oh yeah, Strange Party is fucking amazing. Actually has Morgan, old guitar player for the Secretions, playing the Strange Party. Yeah.
Nice. That's really cool. I like how bands become intertwined. People kind of go from here to there, and everyone's kind of like linked.
Well, there's the drummer for the number 13. His name's Andrew. We call him King Leonidas. Yeah. He also is doing a blues project called a Freeway, and I saw them. They played at the Zug store a while back, and they were fucking cool. It's not very often you see young guys doing blues. Right. You know, it's always these old fucking crusty fuckers that are, you know, too serious about shit, and they have a good time. Amazing musicians. The guitar player Justin's a fucking talented dude. So if you like blues, the Freeway, check them out. They're fucking great.
Nice. Yeah, we wouldn't do that for sure. So what else you guys got? You guys got a second song to play.
We'll do something.
What have you brought to the table tonight?
Let's do Blender Babies. Ken hates this song.
I don't think so.
Alright.
So I'll let you start the...
No, you start. By the way, I don't play guitar in the band. I'm only doing it for this. So,
well, I appreciate it.
If it's shitty, you know,
makes for a better show.
I totally blame you.
We have editing magic. We make everything magical.
Awesome.
It's beautiful.
So
how many? Tell us about some of the upcoming shows you guys got.
We're actually playing Saturday at a place called The Warehouse with a bunch of fucking bands. It's like called Six Flavors of Punk. Mind Infect is one of them. The Barfly Effect is another one. I can't remember the names of the rest of it. I'm sorry.
And you guys are at The Warehouse. Where's this at?
It's on Warehouse Road, but it's off of Florin Perkins. You know, it's like kind of in South Sac. Our next show after that is Concert in the Park with The Walking Dead, AED, Single Second.
Yeah, can't wait for that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great fucking show. And
show.
we're actually gonna be releasing our first album at that show too. We got everything recorded, and we're just working out the little loose ends and shit.
Yeah.
But we'll have a physical CD like there for people. And
how many songs?
We're doing 8.
8 songs?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
So make sure you bring money to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys got any merchandise you guys want to show off?
No, we just got stickers and buttons.
Show them off. Show off these buttons and stickers. People know what to ask for. Let me get one of those.
And these are all free, by the way. We always give these out because I actually own a button machine, so we just make them ourselves.
Well, now that we're advertising them on the web, they're going to cost $2 a piece.
Haha.
All proceeds go
to
SP.
These are our stickers. They're free. And then we have 2 styles of buttons. They're also free. Yeah, our shirts come in men's and women's sizes, and they come with like either black or red or pink or gray. We have a whole bunch of fucking colors.
How much are those?
They're $10.
$10, nice.
We have hoodies too. We don't have one; it's too hot to wear one. But yeah, we have hoodies like zip ups and pullovers, and those are $30 a piece. And if you spend $5 more, you can get an embroidery on the front of whatever song you like or something.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll have that at Concert in the Park. Maybe not the hoodies; it's probably too hot, but we'll have shirts for sure and CDs.
Absolutely, yeah, that's really cool. And it's something that all bands need to have is some merchandise. If they,
well, that's where you make your money.
That's exactly that's the only place you make your money because you're not going to make money at these venues at all.
No.
They lowball everybody.
Oh yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, we know that. And yeah, if you want to make any money, you got to sell merch. Or you just have a guy in your band that will go suck everyone off around the corner.
Right. We should get one of those guys.
I'm not going to name who it is in our band.
I believe that he will remain anonymous.
Yes, but he knows who he is. So do you mind if I interview Ken for a second? What's one of your favorite shows that you played?
One of my favorite shows that we've played?
Yeah.
Last year at this time, Blue Lamp with the Queers.
Ah, yeah, that was a great show with the Queers.
And then the one at the Shire with Agent Orange.
Ah, you guys played with Agent Orange?
We played twice with Agent Orange and Fear and DI.
That's great.
I don't know if you were in the band the first time.
I wasn't in the band the first time you played with Agent Orange, no.
Yeah. But the second time we definitely were. Yeah, that was cool. Big J, he put that show together, both shows for us. And that was actually one of my favorite shows because I grew up listening to Fear.
Yeah.
And I was able to hang out with Lee Ving, even though he has like this weird fucking page boy haircut now. But no, he's from Philadelphia, and I lived in Philadelphia for a while, and so we had a lot to talk about and shit. And like, for being an old crusty motherfucker like he was still cool. And I didn't realize how tall he was.
Yeah,
he's taller than me, and I always thought he was like a little short dude, but he's a fucking pretty decent sized dude. I was like, whoa.
Saw him a few years back at the Firescape when they still had shows over there.
Yeah. He's a couch.
Yeah. So that was really, really cool. A lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that was fun. And yeah, Total Chaos was on that bill. DI was on that bill. We played with DI twice too. Casey Royer is cool. He was smoking weed in the fucking patio. Like, I don't know. He was like hanging out, and like Sammy from Fame was there and shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those were good shows. I totally forgot about them. Thanks for bringing them up.
Definitely a good time. So, you guys got a third and final song for the night?
Yeah, we haven't decided on which one we're gonna do, so I'll let you choose.
Well, this is gonna be the finale.
Choose.
This is gonna be the finale.
Yes, sir.
This
You mind if I grab another beer?
Absolutely, go for it.
We
You only left that to me because we didn't decide.
we kind of winged this one.
No, it's up to you.
This is the one that's going to start a circle pit in the middle of my living room. We're going
Oh,
to kick
yeah.
over all the cameras and say goodnight.
As long as Tony's with us, I don't care. What do you want to do?
We could play Undead Bride, but like really easy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is our response to Code Blue, because I love that song so much and you can't copy it. I see so many bands. There's 2 songs that I fucking can't stand that bands copy. They copy Code Blue and they copy Bloodstains.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. And it's all good to give props to, your favorite songs, but, write something original about it. And so this is our response to Code Blue because I didn't want to cover it. I went to let you lay to rest, and I waited for you. The clock struck 1, I heard a sound, I saw some movement from the ground. My undead bride is rising from the grave. Well, I've been waiting my whole life for the perfect love to be mine. My undead bride is rising from the grave. Now that you're in front of me, my heart is racing, the weight is up, but I'm not really sure what to do. My hands are trembling, I can think I'm gonna take my time while I explore you. Now that you're in front of me, my heart is racing, the weight is up, but I'm not really sure what to do. My hands are trembling, I can think I'm gonna take my time to lie for you. Well, I've been waiting my whole life for the perfect love to be mine. My undead bride is rising from the grave. Well, your body's cold, but your heart is warm, and together we will be as one. My undead bride rising from the grave. Whoa, whoa.
All right.
I could have done better.
After the first set of backup vocals, I was like, man, I can't do that
Yeah,
part
fuck
unless
it.
I'm like kind of belting it out. So I didn't want to like do it.
That was probably like the most
Really
awkward
good.
time we ever sang that song.
That was good. Hey, we still enjoy it. I
Well, thank you.
definitely.
It's so weird to sit down and sing, without a mic or anything and just fucking sit here.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just like,
Hey guys, it's Left Hand Unplugged. Well, that was Vic and Ken, you guys from the Left Hands. So check them out, get some merchandise, stickers, buttons, t-shirts, and check out
CDs.
and look for
CDs.
their CD.
Find us on
We'll
Facebook
have a
and
CD.
Reverb Nation.
Absolutely. All right, well, you guys have a good night.
Thank you.
That's the end.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Sucker Punk. You can listen to it beyond the grave.